Hello guys, Counterfactual History here, and I am back with All Quiet in the Trenches, and we are back at camp from another plain old trench-like cycle through. Nothing too eventful. We got two people still in the field hospital. And yeah, everyone is feeling very demoralized. It's honestly not a great situation. Oh, resupply came in. Okay, amazing. We're gonna see if we can keep it easy, try to get people rested. So, we're gonna be doing as little as possible, at least for this time, because everyone is, you know, basically exhausted. Yeah. Really hoping that, I get my two guys recovered from the field hospital soon. Anyway, we're nearing 1916, actually. And then, yeah, just bad mood. But there is an opportunity. First up, though, people won't talk. Okay. He's been discharged. Thank goodness. Because he's one of the best soldiers I've got. Oh, on laundry duty. Well, we're gonna send everyone to, wait a minute. We're gonna send everyone to the pub other than him, just because he's actually got, you know, he's not as demoralized, and he's got what's the word? Oh, energy. He's not as exhausted. So let's see who else wants to talk. Oh, guard duty. Okay. Aside from that, let's see what we can do. Guard duty. We'll send. Okay. I know those two hate each other, but it'll work. Or actually, maybe we can switch these two out. So we'll switch him over to here. Switch him here. Then the two old men can go to the pub. Sure, that'll only go well. Saturday, October 9th, 1915. Fromm has been getting drunk all evening with some of his comrades. It was already late when all of a sudden he bellowed into the crowd. "Saw bollocks! How much longer are we supposed to croak here in the mud for this bloody war?" The soldiers around him fell silent. Some looked over at me. Couldn't let him talk like that. Don't really want to punish him. I don't know. I think people are going to take this fairly seriously because there is truth to it. Let's just be there for him, I guess. We can comfort a drunk guy, I think. It was my job to be there for him. I got up, sat down next to him, and said to him, "Soldier, you mustn't lose heart. We need you here just as much as any of your comrades. Sleep it off, and tomorrow the world will already look brighter again." "You're right," he mumbled, and then staggered into his tent. After a while, the other soldiers resumed their conversations, and soon they too retreated to their tents. Nope. Monday, October 18th, 1950. This morning, Fromm was nowhere to be found. No one had seen him leave. When I was told that his personal belongings were also no longer in his tent, it was immediately clear to me what had happened. Fromm had deserted. I don't know. I think we should probably report it as quickly as possible. Just because we can't be found being complacent in it. I reported this to the lieutenant as quickly as possible, and he immediately sent the Felgen Army in motion to arrest the deserter. Through my quick report, I had at least been able to prevent Fromm from extending his lead. Nevertheless, the lieutenant gave me a half-hour speech in which he clearly expressed his displeasure about my, in his opinion, twofold failure. That Fromm had been able to escape unnoticed, but above all that it had come to this at all, which he linked to a lack of discipline in my troop. I heard nothing more from Fromm or about him. I wondered if he had escaped his pursuers despite my quick report. If so, they certainly wouldn't tell me. Well, very low prestige and neutral mood. Okay. That is... You know, I would say I'm sad to see him go, but he's kind of just been the problem child of the unit, so I'm not all that sad to see him go. I am sad about my prestige, though. Pull yourself together and do as I tell you, Herr Under Officer. I'm giving you orders, not requests. Is there anything else? These villagers are suspect. Okay. Patrol the village. Send the 2 tolerant people to patrol the village. Okay. Let's see. And what does this guy think of me? Okay, so he's friendly with me. Alright. Yeah, everyone's just tired of the war, but let's hope the patrol goes well. Friday, October 22nd, 1915. What are you reading? You really think that'll help you in the trenches? Ackerman suddenly snapped at Fleckner, who until a moment ago had been engrossed in his book. Fleckner looked at him uncertainly without replying, when Ackerman snatched a book from his hand in one swift motion. Nothing more than a page turner, he sneered. You have time for this? I've seen you sitting here with it all day. You wouldn't last a day at our steel mill. You'd soon tire of reading. Let's see if we can calm down the situation. Ackerman, calm down. We need everyone here, and Fleckner can spend his free time however he sees fit, so give him back his book. As you wish, Ackerman growled, thrusting the book back into Fleckner's hands with a cold stare. You lead with a firm hand, Herr Under Officer. That's why I'm all the more surprised you tolerate this nonsense. Oh well, never mind. With a brief nod, Ackerman turned to leave. Hoping he'd give back the book, so I'm happy about that. Thursday, October 28th, 1915. The news of fallen soldiers had reached us. Although they belonged to a different unit, a sad silence fell over the camp. As I passed by, I heard Cumberbunt quoting some priest. 3 times blessed be he who may lose his life as a soldier of God in this holy war. Yeah, let's see if we can back him up and promote some morale. And serving at arms is an act of worship, I agreed with him. Cumberbunt nodded eagerly, and I noticed that some of the other soldiers also agreed with me. They had all heard that the church supported the war, and provided they were believers, naturally they did not question this. Alright, low prestige. I'll take it. Not the worst there ever was. Nope. Fleckner asks as if he is the most pious of all, yet his faith is a farce. I don't know how long I can still bear to listen to this hearsay. Okay. I don't know what he's talking about with Fleckner, but... Oh, Fleckner. Latrine is filled to the brim. Okay. He's still got the most motivation somehow. I don't know how he's remained this patriotic, but I respect him for that. Let's see. We'll give him the latrine duty since he has the highest morale, and I think the others will benefit from the church service. Very well, Herr Under Officer. You have shown that you are not completely unreliable, but I'll keep an eye on you. Is there anything else? Tasked with guard duty. Appoint 2 men. Okay. Okay. These two will go on guard duty. I think that's about all we need. Okay. Tuesday, 2nd of November, 1915. For days now, Lotzi had been sitting next to his comrades every evening without a word and with a vacant stare. He neither joked with them nor did he take part in the usual evening entertainment such as playing cards. The tasks assigned to him were also carried out in a dull and listless manner. Now let's see if we can try and raise his spirits, so I'll talk to him. In an undisturbed moment, I sat down next to him and addressed him. "Is everything alright with you, Lotzi?" He looked up at me from his empty eyes. He seemed surprised I was asking about his condition so straightforwardly. Then he sighed and replied, "Herr Unterofficer, what is it all this for? What's the point of us being here?" You are defending our homeland, soldier. Your comrades need you, or I understand your doubts. Yeah, we're gonna say you're defending our homeland. Because I think he's also asking why is the comrades out here, so. You're defending our homeland. You're defending our homeland, soldier, I replied. Even if we only contribute a small part, every man is important. He looked at me, taken aback, before saying, "Whatever you say, Herr Unterofficer." We sat together in silence for a few more moments. Then Lotzi got up and went to bed without a word. In the following days, he seemed unchanged. It seemed that my words had not been able to help him. Perhaps time would be able to achieve what I had not. Well, I highly doubt that. He's probably going to get significantly worse. Friday, November 5th, 1915. A letter had shaken Cummerbund up. He was pacing up and down and kept muttering to himself. I went up to him and started, "Cummerbund, but he wouldn't even let me finish." "How can God want these things?" he interrupted me. Critical thinking, finally. My main concern was calming him down, or what had he been told? What had he been told? What exactly unsettled you, I asked cautiously. Cummerbund swallowed. "A lot of things, everything, and now we Germans have shot this nurse in Belgium, Edith Cavell from England. She helped men of all nationalities." So, if I'm correct, I believe Cavell was a nurse in Belgium, and she was executed by the Germans, and it was obviously very controversial. I do believe she might have, I think the reason for the execution is that she was part of the Belgian spy ring going on in World War I. Don't remember what it's called. It was like was it called like the White Lady or something? Something similar to that, but yeah, it was a big spy ring in Belgium, and she was a part of that. I think her thing was that she would like secretly help French soldiers who had been injured, but she would also like help German soldiers, and she would talk to them and like help them write letters, and in doing so would gather information from the German soldiers that she would then send. I believe. I think that's the official story the Germans gave, is that she was a spy, but yeah, obviously shooting a nurse for helping all nationalities is very much a not good look. His doubts were reasonable and I shared them. It wouldn't do for him to lose his faith now. Cavell had been convicted of being a spy. Yeah, I don't feel like just telling him that she was a spy, so, I don't know, deserved, would necessarily help him. Let's just try to, I don't know, we might want to try and provide some justification, I guess. I feel like just telling him, oh, don't lose faith, just ignore the fact that we shot a nurse isn't good either, so we'll just tell him that she'd been convicted of being a spy. She was lawfully convicted, I countered. She was a spy. Cummerbund nodded. Of course, what was I thinking? He gave a posed laugh, then hurried away from me. Oh boy. Danner? Private Danner, reporting for duty, Herr Unterofficer. Where and with whom am I supposed to pitch my tent? Let's see. How does Cummerbund do? Uneasy. Okay, so maybe I shouldn't have justified killing a nurse. He might not have liked that. Let's see here. Danner. Let's see. Who is not overtly tired of the war? Oh, this guy. This guy's good. Send him with him. Okay. And let's see. Gather patrol to secure the area. Alright. Is there anything else? Her under officer, your performance leaves a lot to be desired. Until that improves, you can expect more work assignments. Your group is tasked with guard duty. Get patrol ready. Oh gosh. Okay. Alright. Oh my gosh. We are short of firewood. We have to do something about the freezing cold. There are still some seasoned logs at the back that we can use. Okay. We need firewood. We can get that. We can show Danny the ropes later. Actually, we'll have him rest since he's strained, and we'll have Danner do it. Nope. Her under officer, the under officer from the group next to ours, brought me a lot of supplies. He heard that we didn't have that much left and wanted to return the favor for helping him out a while ago. What a good man. The supplies are coming just in time. Yes, okay, I remember helping that guy, so I'm glad to see that actually paid off. Alright. See how it goes. Tuesday, November 9th, 1915. Danner had settled in effortlessly in many regards. As a professional soldier, many things came very easily to him that other new soldiers had difficulties with. He had even become a kind of mentor to some of his comrades, whom he could help out with his wealth of experience. However, word had already gotten around that he was Alsatian, basically a Frenchman, as some people put it, even in his presence. One evening, he stood in front of my tent and asked for a word. Her under officer, is my origin a problem for you? He asked straightforwardly in his somewhat peculiar Alsatian dialect. So yeah, I'm pretty sure, I think what they're referring to is the region of France called Alsace-Lorraine, which was a disputed territory between Germany and France, because it was pretty much like a 50% French and 50% German territory. So yeah, him coming from Alsace-Lorraine is probably kind of met with suspicion, especially because Germany at this time was officially in control of Alsace-Lorraine, but they had only gained that after the Franco-Prussian War in the 1870s, so it was like still a fairly new addition to the German Empire-ish. I mean, the German Empire formed in that war as well, but it was like still considered like a new German territory. But yeah, no. His origin is not a problem for me. Not in the slightest. Danner nodded contentedly and looked relieved. I'm glad to hear that. It does wear on me a bit, the way some of the men seem to think of me. You know, I come from a family of soldiers. I was a soldier before this war started. I'm proud of what I do. The way your comrades talk about you is wrong. They'll just show more support. I'll do my best to stop this. Danner looked surprised at first, but then his features softened in relief. Thank you, Her Under Officer, he said, saluted neatly, and left. Alright. Oh, how do we already have a rivalry? Seriously? Ackerman, why do you have a rivalry with Danner already? And anyway, there we go. Show Danner the ropes. Still in low prestige. Listen carefully. You are only finding out about this now as a confidential matter, and I'd like to keep it that way. Our next attack is imminent, so have your soldiers ready to march. Okay then. That is something. Hopefully that goes well. Oh. He's no longer compassionate. That's kind of sad to see. Alright, but other than that, I think we should be ready. Alright. Anyway, sorry about that. I had to go run and do something. I know I edited it out, but yeah, it might be a little bit of a... Not really a jump cut, wouldn't be too noticeable, but I lost my place in the commentary. Anyway, I think we're all good to set up, and then after that we can go do the lovely attack on the French, which I'm sure will only go spectacularly. Thursday, November 25th, 1915. After the evening rations had been distributed, the men all sat together in front of the tents. One of the men talked about another troop where a soldier had been injured in his sleep by the splinter of an aerial bomb. The shrapnel landed in the soldier's thigh through the tent canvas. After that, silence spread. Then Schmidt-Bauer spoke up. "What kind of wimps are you to be impressed by such things?" he said harshly. "We march into battle against unculture, for German morality, and God is on our side." Yeah, let's agree with him and try to boost morale. "And if something were to happen to us, we would gladly make the sacrifice. For God, Kaiser, and Fatherland." Lotzi rolled his eyes, and after a brief look of affirmation in my direction, Schmidt-Bauer took a long swing to rebuke him for it. After that, silence fell down once and for all. "I didn't mean for you to punch him." Okay, good mood though. We're in a good mood, which is good because we're about to go headlong into a offensive. Alright, gather your men, Herr Unteroffizier. We're marching into battle. Herr Major is giving us the opportunity to prove ourselves. Time to drive the French out. Yes, this is only going to go well and definitely not ruin the good mood we have. Okay. Alright. Here we go. Ooh. This seems... Oh, we're releasing poison gas. Okay. We'll attack, and this time with gas. The enemy will be completely unprepared. Keep your men together and make sure they have their masks ready. Once gas takes effect, there's no stopping us. Forward. Okay, but like, what if they, you know... actually like have gas masks, in which case we're just charging in completely into enemy gunfire. Alright, let's start moving. Did we actually get them? Okay. I hear screams, so I think the gas hit the first line of French. And they probably didn't have their gas mask on. Enemies on the flank. Moderate danger. Moderate danger. Low danger. Okay, so the trenches are over there. Moderate danger. Yeah, okay, so let's take this low danger. And trained in shooting. And I believe Lotzi is also trained in shooting. So in that case, we can actually move up even further. So we'll have those people cover fire for us. Oh, okay. Oh, hey, we can chuck a hand grenade. Ackerman will do that. Okay. How is this position? Moderate cover. Okay. This will work, I believe. Or actually, hold on. Okay, we're gonna want to suppress these guys instead. Just so that way these two can get back. Alright. So we'll suppress them, throw the hand grenade in. Okay. Seems like everyone got across safely, so that went well. Let's see. Ackerman. I placed the grenade perfectly, Herr Unteroffizier. I'm sure we've taken out a few of them. Almost no danger. What about over to here? Okay. We're gonna start charging that way. Actually, no, maybe we want to charge this way so we can get into the trench. Okay. Let's see. Let's see if we can get in close to the French first. Actually, that might be better. This is probably a more safe position. So, into the trenches we go. Surprised by how well that worked. Little resistance, as to be expected. Get an overview, under officer. Find out what the gas has done to the French. Let's throw a grenade there as well. Have the professional soldier do it. Oh wait, no, hold on. These two are trained in shooting. We'll have Ackerman do that. And let's hope that goes well. We'll keep the ammunition in reserve. So. Okay, let's go up and grab the French. Oh, but first we have to find out what they're... The grenade just missed, but I saw them jump for cover. Maybe they were hit by some shrapnel. Okay, we'll charge up there and grab them. Because hopefully we can also get a prisoner. On top of finding out what actually happened. Oh, are they all dead? Yeah, they're all dead. Oh, okay. 2 surrendering ones. Do not shoot, please. I give up. Okay, return him to the trench. Do not shoot, please. I give up. Return to the trench. Okay. Let's get Fleckner to do that. And we'll get him to do that as well. We'll have him do that. And then we're also going to have, yeah, a couple different people search dead soldiers for equipment. Because we're currently running out of grenades and ammo. And we currently have the time to do so, I believe. So, yeah. We'll do that. Alright, let's see what all they have to say. Search the body. There's nothing left that we could use. Found a few bullets and a hand grenade. Took everything he still had on him. I approached, but can't do it. The guy is gasping, choking, rattling like an animal in its death throes. I've never seen anyone die like this. It's chemical warfare for you. Found some ammo and a few bandages. Okay. Let's move into here. Alright, I think this should be good. We're gonna move in there. Let's have this guy gather. Well, no, he doesn't like doing that, so we're gonna have this guy gather information about the gas. Okay, so that guy's returning. I think we can probably throw the hand grenade at them. There we go. Let's see if we can clear these guys out. I think that missed. Okay. I don't quite know how, but this... we somehow missed. Let's see if we can, you know, get some info about the gas. The grenade didn't hit directly, but the French got properly panicked. Okay. Let's just see if we can pick a few off with some bullets. You see for yourself, Herr Under Officer. The gas has weakened the enemy and forced them into a headlong retreat. We must seize this moment. Forward. Take the next trench. Oh no. Gather. Move to the area. Oh gosh. Okay. Almost no danger. Almost no danger. Yeah, let's move. Oh. Examine him. No bullet wound, no splinter, nothing. He must have suffocated slowly. The gas didn't miss its mark. Okay. His eyes, he looks terrible. I don't know what I'm supposed to find out here. I guess he's suffocated. Whatever the gas is doing to them, it's worse than any bullet. 100%. But on the plus side, it does mean that we're not getting shot at very much. Alright. Too much running. Need to catch my breath. Okay, so almost no danger. I think we can get into that trench. The squad's splitting up, which is rough, but... uh-oh. I see French people back there. Damn, I'm completely out of breath. The gas is just making it worse. Too much running. Oh no. Oh. Everything hurts. Oh boy, okay. Well, we probably want to get into the trench. So I'll move over here and have him just kind of guard the people taking a breath. I do hope that means that the gas masks are working, though. Okay, let's throw the grenade at them. Hope that goes well. Nope, I think I got some. Alright. I placed the grenade perfectly. I'm sure we've taken out a few of them. Okay, so... Let's keep advancing. Well, no, actually, we'll have him wait. So that way, everyone else can catch up. Oh. Did I send him? Oh, I guess I sent him. Nope, never mind. Alright, we're gonna move into that cover. Oh, shoot. That's a French guy. The effect of the gas was cataclysmic. The attack, quick as a flash, and the enemy was completely unprepared. Their generals are probably wondering where their front line has gone. With a bit of luck, we'll make it into the newspapers. I doubt that. We were able to defend our position in melee. Her under officer, the attackers are retreating. We're the attackers. Let's see here. What's our mission? Are we to keep advancing? I guess we'll move over to that. Or maybe just move down? Oh wait, no, hold on, there's a wounded French soldier. I'll take him prisoner real quick. Oh. Okay, never mind. Alright, never mind, I guess that was just the end of the attack. That went oddly well. Monday, November 29th, 1915. None of us could sleep that night, and so one by one we came back out of our tents. We sat together in silence, pale-faced. The chlorine gas attack had been a huge success. The enemy positions had been taken without much resistance. It was Cummerbund who finally broke the silence. I thought, well, didn't they say the gas wasn't lethal? Again, there was silence, only accompanied by the crackling of the fire, which at least provides some warmth on this cold night. After a while, he continued, "Those who didn't suffocate just ran around frantically like animals," he shook his head. "Do you think it was right to fight like that?" Anything that brings us closer to victory is right. I feel like nobody in this squadron will agree with that. I think it's probably just best to say that they would have done the same to us, because eventually the Allies do learn how to use chemical warfare, and they actually do, so yeah, they would do the same. So we're just going to say that. They would have done the same to us, I replied. The English have already used it. It's only a matter of time before the French follow suit. Ackerman raised his voice. He inspected the French soldiers, an order from the lieutenant that was necessary for the report. They didn't have masks like we do, he pointed to his, in which is, I think that's just a bag, in which his gas mask was stowed, and which only he still wore around his neck. I've heard a wet cloth helps too. Apparently no one told them about that. Few of the other soldiers nodded. Even though this battle was distressing, there was no point in beating ourselves up now about it. We all knew that there was no turning back now. Something had changed, and the French response would come. And it is actually true that the cloth around the mask would help, like wet cloth. The Russians didn't have very good gas masks, and that's actually what they would use. I think the most famous instance of that was the Battle of Auschwitz, which, in more famous terms, is the Battle of the, or it's the, something of the dead men. Basically, the Germans gassed out a Russian fort, and the Russians didn't have good gas masks, so they were, like, dying of it. But they actually decided to do a charge into the Germans that were moving in to take the fort. And it actually scared the Germans off, which earned the name the Attack of the Dead Men. And I think they were the ones who also used the wet cloth to at least partially solve some of the effects. But yeah, really neat moment in World War I on the Eastern Front. But anyway, since that attack occurred, I am going to end the video here. So if you guys enjoyed, like and subscribe. If you didn't, comment down below you know better. And I will see you guys in the next video.